Hey everyone, welcome back for another installment of Custom Cards. And today is going to be episode 9. And it's been a while, but someone asked me about it. And so I decided to bring a new episode out. Because I have been working on the Yeti Archetype, as well as Shackled Beasts. But those will come later. So today is going to be Yetis. I have 5 monsters and 1 spell card. So let's get started. So first of all, Big Yeti is just a normal monster, and it's got 2200 attack by 1500 defense. And all the Yeti monsters are level 4 water beasts. And this Yeti, this Big Yeti, he has a lore which you can read on the screen. I'm also recording the screen in a different way that I've recorded it in the past, so you can let me know if you prefer it this way or the old way. And this normal monster, like cards like Summon Skull, have the condition that they are treated as an Archfiend monster or Archfiend card. So I gave this card a condition just because it has 2200 attack, and the condition is you can only control 1 Big Yeti. And this is to basically make it incompatible with Rescue Rabbit, where you could summon 2, but then you'd have to send 1 to the grave. It's just so it's harder to abuse. Like 2200 attack is good enough anyway. And the Yeti archetype revolve around gaining life points and then paying heavy amounts of life points to get big effects off. So yeah, we'll get into that now. So next up we have Storm Yeti, and this card is, like, all of them are water beasts and level 4, so I won't bother saying that anymore. But this one's 1700 by 1200 and has the effect: when this card is normal summoned and your life points are 3000 or more greater than your opponent's, you can pay 2000 life points, destroy all spell and traps on the field. And if this card is destroyed, you gain 1200 life points. That effect, all of them apart from Big Yeti have that effect. So when they die, you get to replenish your life points a little bit. Also, Mega Capital G was going on about there aren't enough cards to help you gain life points, so that kind of helped me with the idea of what this archetype could be about. And then it also has the effect: when this card is sent to the graveyard, neither player can set cards for the rest of that turn. So if it dies on your turn, then it's going to backfire on you a little bit, but mostly it's going to be for when they kill it, you'll gain life points and they won't be able to set cards. So if it's set, it'll be a nasty surprise. Alright, so next up we have Lightning Yeti. He's got the strongest in terms of attack points. So yeah, Lightning Yeti, he's the strongest in terms of attack points, and he's 18 by 1600. And when this card is normal summoned, you can pay 2500 life points, which is the heftiest cost in the archetype. And then you get to destroy all face-up non-Yeti monsters on the field. And then if you do, only Lightning Yeti can attack for the rest of the turn. And then if this card is destroyed, you gain 500 life points, which is the least amount of life points you gain from Yetis dying, except for Big Yeti, which you gain nothing because it hasn't got the effect. And then when this card is in your graveyard and you have higher life points than your opponent, then you can't take any effect damage, which is a nice little way of making burn decks useless against you. Alright, we'll move on to the next one here. Next up we have Snow Yeti, which was the first one I made, and this dude has the lowest attack of all of them, but he's pretty useful. Using this guy you can actually search out the whole deck, but you can't actually search this guy with anything in the archetype, so fairly balanced if you ask me. So when this card is destroyed, you gain 1500 life points, which is the most life points you can gain from the Yetis. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 800 life points, add 1 Yeti monster from your deck to your hand, and that effect of Snow Yeti is once per turn, so if you have more than 1 in the graveyard you can still only use it once per turn. And I got the idea for this card from Volcanic Shell, except this card searches for any other monsters, so it's pretty cool. and he's got 1000 by 1600 if I didn't mention that. Alright, and then we have Frost Yeti. So your opponent cannot select this face-up monster as an attack target, while you control a face-up Yeti monster or monsters other than Frost Yeti. So basically, if you control a different Yeti, then they'll have to kill them first. But if you have two Frost Yetis, then they can't protect each other. And then each time your opponent declares an attack, you gain 800 life points, and when it's destroyed, you gain 800 life points. And it's 15 by 1800. And also, the guys, the Yetis don't have to go to the graveyard or anything to gain life points. So that's just a note. And yeah, alright. The final card of the archetype is a continuous spell called Yeti Rough, and this card will help you immensely, probably. So you have to test them out. So you pay 1000 life points to activate the card, just like Toon World, and then it has the effect: when a Yeti monster you control attacks a monster with 2000 or more attack points, that Yeti monster gains 1500 attack until the end phase. So it's kind of like Skyscraper or that Amazoness card, but you gain 1500 instead, since you have to pay 1000 to activate it. And then this face-up card cannot be destroyed while you control a Yeti monster or monsters. And then if you gain life points from an effect of a Yeti monster that was destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard. No, not by battle, sorry. When it's destroyed and sent to your graveyard. So basically, any of your Yeti monsters die, you'll gain life points. So you can then activate this card. And then the effect is you send it to the graveyard, and then you can special summon 2 Yeti monsters from your graveyard, but they have to have different names, and you can only control one Yeti's Wrath. So yeah, that's the Yetis. Let me know what you think, and I'll be doing an episode on Shackled Beasts and the Unchained cards once they're ready. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and all that, and I'll see you next time. Alright, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I'm Buzz Lightyear and you just watched my video, so thanks for that, and you can sub if you want, but I'm not going to force you.